take a look at that division. Bucky, I guess to the champs, to the victors go the spoils. Let's get started with San Francisco.
You know, when you think about it, this is a team that has so many picks in the first 3 rounds. You want to make sure that you get exceptional talent. I think when you look at them, you can see Zach Ertz there in the second round be a great pick with Jim Harbaugh. But the guy that I am excited about is at the bottom. 3rd round, Ryan Swope from Texas A&M. When you think about their passing game and the emergence of Michael Crabtree, or Mario Manningham was hurt, Kyle Williams was hurt, you need to get a slot receiver guy that can make plays happen. How about Ryan Swope from Texas A&M? Big physical receiver, ran 4.34 at the combine, has more deceptive speed than really anticipated. I think he could be a guy that teams up with Colin Kaepernick to give him a little more dynamic playmaking ability in the passing game.
And Money, you just wish he was faster, though, right?
Yeah,
just wish Swope was a little bit faster.
I wish his beard was a little more dense. Oh, wait a minute, he is fast and does have a giant beard. Let's go number 1 contender. I think we can agree on that. The Seattle Seahawks, Daniel.
Well, they've already had a good draft because they spun off a pick for Percy Harvin. But when you look at where they're going in the 2nd round here, Kasim Green, the linebacker from Rutgers, in the 3rd round, Marcus Wilson found his way into the Leach doghouse, but this is a very talented receiver. Let's go back to that top pick there, Kasim Green at pick number 56 from Rutgers. This is a versatile linebacker. He's got great size. I think he could play inside. He could play outside. Seattle hit a home run last year with Bobby Wagner. I think teaming him up with a player that's big, fast, and physical like Kasim Green would be a nice pairing for Seattle going forward. The good news for Seahawks, though, there's no need on this football team that just screams at you they have to address. This is a pretty rock-solid unit.
Well, speaking of a team with a whole lot of picks, Bucky, you pointed out with the 49ers, the Rams as well, thanks to that RG3 trade, have managed to amass a whole lot of selections over the next couple of years. Here we take a look at your 3-round mock for them.
Well, you know, you talk about their 2 biggest needs. They need safety, Kenny Picard at the top of the board. Eddie Lacy, running back, would step in for Steven Jackson. But the guy right after that, Arthur Brown, linebacker from Kansas State, this is a very productive tackler in the box. He has the ability to make plays all over the field. Love his athleticism. I think when you think about James Laurinaitis and Jolon Dunbar, he gives them something that they have, a fast, athletic guy that can run from tackle to tackle and make plays. It only enhances what they currently have on that defense.
And Arthur Brown, to me, is a classic case of you can't just look at one tape when you're studying somebody. The first tape I popped on, Bucky, the Oregon game. Not his best effort. Ball's going right, he's going left. He couldn't figure out that offense. What's all this buzz about Arthur Brown? I popped in 2-3 more tapes. Oh, that's what it was all about. I mean, there was just one stinker that he had. So everybody kills Manti Te'o for the bad game. Arthur Brown had a bad game as well. You got to study the entire process with these guys.
Well, and I know that we've said it before, but we'll say it again because I'm sure there's people sitting at home or in their office doing something they're not supposed to be doing, watching us right now, saying, hey, make sure you mention that that's Bryce Brown's brother, that these were 2 big-time kids coming out of high school, ended up moving their careers, Arthur from Miami to Kansas State there and doing it for Bill Snyder. Finally, let's go to the Cardinals, DJ, and how they can get back in the mix here.
Well, we look at pick number 7. To me, Lane Johnson's there. They have to turn in the card. He's one of the 3 elite tackles in this draft. We look at the 2nd pick, Robert Woods out of USC. The 3rd round pick, Leon McFadden, a talented corner at San Diego State, played well at the Senior Bowl. But of these 3 guys, we've already heard a lot about Lane Johnson. Let's look at Robert Woods there with pick number 38. Bucky, I know this is one of your favorite players in the draft. This is a route technician. I heard Bucky compare him to Reggie Wayne, just the way he's precise with running his routes. Also, the ability to track the ball over his shoulder, as you just saw right there. This is just a really solid football player, Money. He saw some production tail off with the emergence of Marquise Lee last year. We've talked about that before. But this is a very gifted football player that, in my opinion, is a ready-made starter year 1.